is at full throat today after a weekend of games and ready to go for a third one. And Reader, after a 5-2 loss to the Florida Everblades last night for the Icemen, so crucial that they take care of home ice as they continue on their push to try and make their way to the Kelly Cup playoffs.
Well, we're in the month of March. This is why you got that all those home games in the latter portion of the schedule. You got to take advantage of them. And last night, the Icemen, making a trip down to Estero, Florida. They had to come back. It's a tough game. It wasn't a poorly played game. The effort was there, but again, a tough second period kind of did the Icemen in, and Florida's too opportunistic to be able to take a few minutes off with them. So chance to bounce back here again, protect the home ice, and then see what you can do. And you got a good test today against the top team in the North Division.
And the Icemen win the faceoff. We are underway. Stan Sturrock is your referee tonight. Your linesmen Cole Rui and Corey Sellers. Growlers try to clear out of their own zone. It is broken up at the near side wall. Second chance from Brady Ferguson. He will knock it free and just over the line for Dylan Vander Esch. Vander Esch tries to set it ahead for Brady Ferguson. He's their leading scorer. Ahead is Vander Esch, left wing circle, wrist shot, and a save is made by Carlson on a 2-on-1 that developed in the opening 30 seconds of this game. Carlson back in goal after getting the night off last night. I think that was a well-earned rest, obviously, for him. He had started, 15, 16 games in a row before yesterday, and that was a crucial save, and obviously not the kind of thing you want to have happen in the first shift, giving up a 2-on-1.
Yeah, especially to Brady Ferguson, the leading scorer on this club, 52 points on the year, and he came cruising down and had good sights on net. Carlson coming up with the big save to keep it out because it's not the start the Icemen would have been looking for.
Now it's Jacksonville taking the puck into the Growler zone. Newfoundland pops it back out, and a slapper gets deflected at the blue line, and it comes free to Newfoundland. It's Power with it, dropping it for Brazo, and a save made by Carlson with the blocker. Rebound high into the air, right in the slot. Who's going to track it down? Finally comes free to Newfoundland. They'll play it into a corner. It's actually a delayed offside. Powers did not hold it in at the blue line, and that allows the Icemen plenty of time to play it ahead to center, only to have it picked off there by Colt Conrad. Conrad drops it back for Miles Gendron. Gendron stick handles away from Bobby Lynch and sends Skirving on his way back behind the Jacksonville net. Pressure here from the Growlers in the early going as they try to strip the puck free behind the net of Adam Carlson. Instead, it is Jacksonville pulling it loose. Craig Martin, cross ice look right on the tape of Adam Dowda. His wrister goes wide. It comes off the end boards hot and almost had a little bit of problems for Newfoundland's goaltender Maxim Zhukov as the Icemen pressure in the offensive zone now for the first time tonight. It is Dowda on the near side wall. He is double teamed. Newgold knocks it free and taps it just over the blue line and out. Jacksonville clearing it right back in, and Zhukov will play it for Trent Bork. Bork slamming it around the wall. Dangerously close to a too many men penalty for Newfoundland, but they play on, and it's the Growlers into the zone. Shot deflects wide off the stick of Ferguson. Newfoundland plays it to the blue line for Johnston. Cross ice and a one-timer is blocked by McKinnon. The big fella got in the way of that, and he will skate with the puck as well. He felt that block shot, but he's able to keep his feet and ultimately ice the puck. Faceoff will be back in the Jacksonville zone. Just over 2 minutes gone by in this game, and we are still scoreless in the early going. As for Newfoundland's goaltender, Maxim Zhukov, 6'3", 187 is dimensions. He is only 20 years old. He's sort of their version of last year's Mikhail Berdin for the Icemen, except the numbers aren't as good. 3.68 goals against average, save percentage 86.6%, so those numbers are not good at all. Yet despite that, he has a winning record at 12-10 on the year. A lot of that is because Newfoundland is very potent on the offensive end of things, and that is something that the Icemen are going to have to be extremely wary of during the course of the game today, as the Growlers can strike at any moment. Win a lot of games, 4-3, 5-3, those type of games for Newfoundland. Exciting brand of hockey for them, and it's up to the Icemen to try and keep that offense down. They are a little short-handed. They've got a lot of guys called up in the American Hockey League right now. It certainly helps out Jacksonville's cause. And the Growlers actually come in with a 2-game losing streak. They're on a 3-game road trip here in Florida. They've already lost at Florida on Friday and at Orlando yesterday by a combined 8-1 count. Newfoundland in their own zone, pressuring is Jacksonville. They've got the steal. It is Warren cutting to net, backhander, and a save by Zhukov. He will hold on a beautiful play by Brendan Warren. And Zhukov with the save, keeping this one at 0-0. And that's the kind of skill that Brendan Warren continues to bring to the table. Not just an offensive guy at 28 points on the year, but he can play a two-way game as well. And that defense created his own offense.
Yeah, he did. That was a good heads-up play. Good read that time by Warren, able to get the puck and then going hard to the net. Made a nice backhand move at the top of the crease, forcing the goaltender kind of do the complete pirouette there. Almost if he wasn't certain he had that one. And a good scoring chance for Jacksonville.
Here come the Icemen again. It is Warren over the blue line for Rabbit. Rabbit lets it go for Lynch, tries to poke it away, finding Lynch once again. Lynch into the high slot for Warren. Warren to the blue line. Shaw with a one-timer. Stick save is made by Zhukov. Comes behind the net. Rabbit pulls it away. Indirect pass to the line. Shiplow with a bomb. That is blocked in front. Comes up high for the Growlers. They've got a 2-on-2 the other way. And their huge forward, Brazo, gets around a man, and he will score. Brazo with a backhander that gets by Adam Carlson. I think it was deflected by the Icemen defenseman. And Justin Brazo, who is third in the league in rookie scoring, makes it 1-0 Newfoundland, just 3:49 into this game. I think Hayden Shaw got a piece of that on the backhander on the way in.
Yeah, I'd like to see another angle of it. Just a little backhand flip, and it just kind of floated in, hit off something, whether it hit off Shaw on the way in, and then kind of clipped off the blocker of Carlson. But we talked about it early. He's a big 6'6" guy. He's got a great size, and of course his numbers to boot there. So he gets the first goal on the board here, and something Newfoundland desperately needed that they haven't had here in this trip here in the Sunshine State.
Newfoundland only had 2 goals on this weekend coming into this game in the last 2 games combined. 1 total goal. But they are on the board here early, and it's the Icemen's responsibility to get back into this because they need this victory. They got to try and catch Newfoundland while they're down. Now it's a steal from the Growlers. Centering pass, however, picked off by the Icemen. It is McKinnon playing it cross ice. It's knocked out of midair by Newfoundland. Nice work from their defenseman, Trent Bork. Bork now deep in his own end, takes a huge hit from Ian McKinnon, who is out there to play the physical game today, as usual. And the Icemen take control of the puck. Left side, it's Chris Leidsman ahead for John Albert. Albert passes to the right for Craig Martin. His pass deflects out to center ice, and Jacksonville regroups. 15-13 to go in the first period. It is now 1-0 Newfoundland on a goal from Justin Brazo. We have a stoppage in play. It will be a hand pass called against the Growlers, and the faceoff will be in the offensive end for Jacksonville. Last thing that the Icemen wanted is to give up an early one in this game. We've talked all season long, Alex, about how much better the Icemen play with the lead as opposed to having to come from behind. That being said, their last 2 games against Norfolk at home, they trailed after 1 period, came back to win both of them. But Newfoundland's a slightly different opponent than the Norfolk Admirals, though.
Yeah, agreed.
And a steal from the Growlers. It's a 3-on-2 the other way. Van Der Esch into the zone, right wing side, cross ice, and a shot. Big save by Carlson as he goes post to post, staying up tall for that shot as O'Brien tried to go top shelf short side. If Carlson had just slid down to the ice, that was going to be a goal for sure. The fact that he stayed on his skates as he went from post to post is what enabled him to make that big save.
Yeah, another big stop there. Another good look there for Newfoundland, who's already assumed a 4-1 lead in the shots on goal department. And just go back to our other point there earlier about the Icemen surrendering the first goal here. And again, it is so key, especially in this 3rd game in 3 days, because again, it'll be a key for the Icemen to get back in because the game lingers on. You know, the 4 games in 5-day stretch, the 3-3 with the travel last night. It's going to get tougher. It's not going to get easier. So Icemen need to get something going here. They need to respond here in this period.
Here's Rabbit with a wrister for Jacksonville. Save is made by Zhukov from a sharp angle. Rabbit was trying to catch Zhukov out of position a little bit as he had played the puck behind his net and had it stolen by Brendan Warren. Warren's only had 2 or 3 shifts so far, but he is looking sensational today, like he is out on a mission to single-handedly keep the Icemen in the game today. This line stays on the ice. Wasey Rabbit, Brendan Warren, along with Bobby Lynch. Lynch, who had a hat trick on Wednesday in a 9-6 victory over Norfolk. And Newfoundland controls the draw. Powers behind his own net. Stick handles away from Rabbit. Leaves it to the right side for Gendron. Power for Newfoundland, not to be confused with Powers. There's a Power and a Powers as the Icemen get a steal in the zone. It's Wasey Rabbit into the zone, tries to drop it, picked off by Newfoundland, played out of the zone by Gendron, tries to poke it away from Warren, but Warren is there for the back check to keep possession of the puck for Jacksonville. Kyle Shapiro up the right wing side for Lynch. Looking for the steal is Newfoundland. They cannot get it. It's cleared away by Jacksonville. No icing. We will play on as Gendron taps it away from McKinnon. McKinnon looks for the steal on Powers. Nearly got it away from him. Excellent hustle there from Ian McKinnon, forcing a bad pass from Newfoundland, and this one's going to be icing on the Growlers. So credit this offensive zone face-off for Jacksonville to Ian McKinnon with his forechecking pressure there.
He was great on the forecheck last night, Arlene. Of course, we know he can play the physical side, drop the mitts, and throw the big hits there. But played a strong game last night and has increased playing time with some the team being a little short at the forward position. So he was good in that, and I thought he created some chances and some pressure, and he did so right there, forcing an offensive zone draw here for the Icemen.
Couple of Icemen players go down right off the draw, and that allows Newfoundland to take it away. Puck deflects out of play and into the Newfoundland bench, and we will take our first break in the action. 13 minutes, 33 seconds to go in the first period. It's the Growlers drawing first blood on a Justin Brazo goal. It's 1-0 Growlers. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 32nd season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; A&R Sports, official hockey accessory supplier; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2020 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL. The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider. Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL. Handbid, the official mobile auction app. Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team. Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider. In Glasgow, official puck provider. The Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys. Ticket Galaxy, official ticket resale partner. And Warrior, official on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.tv.
We are back. The Icemen trailing 1-0, looking for the equalizer midway through the first period. Growlers with the puck in their own end. They'll backhand it off glass and out off the stick of Alec Bear. Comes free for Chris Leidsman. Leidsman for McKinnon. Turns around a man. That's Bear. Gets it loose for Dowda, and the Icemen will play it back into their own end to maintain possession. It's Cedarholm off the wall. Good look for Martin. Cutting the net is Dowda. Dowda with a forehand. Save is made. Rebound cleared to the line. It is held in. What a great setup for Adam Dowda by Craig Martin. Now it's Dowda trying to poke it back to the blue line. Newgold taps it away. And with the help of Bork, they play it to center ice. So the Icemen trailing by 1, but that's their second really good look right on the doorstep. And credit Maxim Zhukov with a couple of saves for the Growlers as Dejan Mingo tries to carry into the zone. That is broken up, and the Growlers return in the other direction. One-on-one, Rister goes high and wide from Van Der Esch, deflects all the way out to center ice, but he got all of that snapshot from 35 feet away. Ferguson for Newfoundland goes off a leg high into the air, comes down to John Albert. Albert cannot find the stick of Chase Lang. Newfoundland takes possession. Kyle Fraze gets to the red line before forehanding in. It is Mingo holding the puck up for Albert, who kicks the puck onto his stick, leaves it for Chase Lang. Lang with an outlet pass that is blocked. He gets it back, finds Albert, then for Hedden over the blue line. Hedden off the wall, tries to find a trailer. He'll play it into behind the net instead for Lang. Poke check by Van Der Esch knocks it free, and Garrett Johnston will headman it for O'Brien. O'Brien loses it to Mike Hedden, and the Icemen get it right back at center. Lang all by himself as the line mates will change. Lang carries it all the way in behind the Newfoundland net. Still continuing along as Lang finally has it stripped away by Johnston. Johnston, good feed up ahead to Conrad. Conrad tries to get around Shapiro. He's bumped off the puck. Shapiro continuing the check along with Hayden Shaw, but the Icemen do not clear yet. It is Powers holding it in. Brazo with a drop pass, deflects up high, comes to the Icemen. Lynch trying to send a man on his way. That is Rabbit, kicking it away for Warren. Warren will tap it in behind the net of Zhukov. Chasing after it is Bobby Lynch, but the Growlers are on it first. And they are forced a little deeper by Brendan Warren. But Newfoundland now on their second attempt will break out of the zone. Here's a steal from Jacksonville at center ice. It is Lynch trying to poke it away. Knocked free by Newfoundland. Rolls all the way to Carlson for Jacksonville. He'll drive it off the wall and do it himself. Called his own number there to clear out of the zone. Newfoundland plays it in deep. Icemen for Cederholm. Cederholm for Martin. Good cross ice look for McKinnon. Wrister deflects into the corner. Comes off the glass for Bork. Bork tries to play it ahead for Bradley at the blue line. McKinnon holds it in. Nice shift there by Ian McKinnon. He got around a couple of men. Centering shot. It's a sharp angle shot, and the save is made by Zhukov. Excellent shift again by Ian McKinnon, who finishes it off with a nice body check as well, only to see Newfoundland come back with a 2-on-2 rush. Taking the body as it rolls all the way to Carlson, and a man got a stick on Carlson after he froze it, and the Icemen defenders take exception to that. Both Jacob Cederholm and Chris Leisman not pleased with that poke on Adam Carlson's stick after he had frozen the puck.
Yeah, that's never going to be a good thing here. You're always going to draw some attention when you do that. And again, I just wanted to echo what you were saying earlier about McKinnon. Another strong shift for him. And, there's been times when the Icemen have been short at the forward position, and he's had to step up and get increased playing time. And I think he's made the best of it. He's even had a few shots last night. He's generated some chances, but the physical play that is setting up and creating opportunities for his line mates, too, he's dialed in right now this afternoon.
Icemen win this draw with a steal from Lang. Lang to center ice. He's over the blue line onside, playing it into the corner for Hedden. Hedden continues it along for Chase Harrison, who pinches in on the play. Nice work there from Harrison, who has recently returned from the injured list. Hedden behind the Newfoundland net. He's got nobody in front to pass to. He's got really nobody there available for him as the Growlers finally will just bounce it out to center ice. Poke check there from Jacksonville. Still a bouncing puck, and it comes away to Newfoundland. Ferguson over the blue line. Tries to wait for a trailer, but it goes over the blue line and out to center ice. Couldn't wait long enough for Garrett Johnston to come into the play. And the Growlers will slide it into the Jacksonville end. Harrison off the end boards for Mingo, going D to D. Mingo with the outlet pass, goes off a skate and comes right back to him, and now Mingo with his speed tries to split a couple of defenders. He'll take it all the way in deep to the corner and continue it along. Good work there from Dejan Mingo. Now has it stripped loose, and the Growlers will play it off the wall and out. Look out, some speed going here from the Growlers. It is Gendron with a turnaround and a drop pass. Deflected away by Warren on the back check, but the Growlers get it right back. And a shot on goal. Save is made by Carlson. And he will hold on to that one for the faceoff. You see the speed there that time from the Growlers with Miles Gendron, I believe, was the man who had the speed in that one. Actually, take that back. It was Colt Conrad, number 39 instead of 38, but he's got his jersey tucked inside the back of his pants. Can't even see what number he's got. Got to help the broadcasters out there, Colt.
Yeah, that's the old jersey tuck there. It's a preference for some guys, but... And that's the thing, you got to see the speed here Newfoundland has right there in that exchange. I mean, they can turn up the heat, and they got great guys that can accelerate with a quick zip there, and we saw it right there in that chance. And now another chance off the draw here, Arlie.
Just saw another one absolutely off the wrister from Marcus Power. Power's got 21 goals on the year. He came into this game tied with Justin Brazeau for the team leading goals. They both have 21 going into today. Of course, Brazeau has already scored early in this contest. And another goal for Newfoundland right off the draw. And I think it's Brazeau again on a deflection in front. 2-0 Newfoundland with 8:58 to go in the first. It is Brazeau again getting a piece of it in front. His second goal in this first period, give the time of the goal at 11:02, and the Growlers on top by a couple. And this is a huge forward, 6'6", 225, and Justin Brazeau, and they've got to find a way to get him out of that crease.
Easier said than done. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Justin Auger of the Everblades. Big guy, tough to move. I think he moves a little quicker than Auger does, but again, the same principle. Big guy going to the net. And the Icemen have had tough times against big forwards like that. They camp out in front. It's tough to move them because the Icemen don't have a ton of size there at the defensive position.
No, they really don't. And that is a mismatch right now that the Growlers are trying to capitalize on. And so far, they have done exactly that. And the Icemen have a lot of work ahead of them now in this game if they want to try and win this weekend. 3 games in 3 days for the Icemen. They won Friday. They lost yesterday. So trying to win what would essentially be the rubber match of this 3-game weekend for the Icemen. More importantly, they just need the 2 points to stay in the South Division playoff hunt. Not that they wouldn't be in the hunt if they don't win, but you get the idea. Newfoundland again into the zone. It is Brady Ferguson with a centering pass. Deflects right to the top of the crease. Swept out of there by Jacksonville, but not cleared yet. Bouncing puck rolling to the blue line. Van Der Esch at the right circle on his backhand. Tries to drop it underneath for Ferguson. Ferguson goes through the legs, picked off by Jacksonville. It's a possible breakaway for Chase Lang. Lang walks in, forehand, score! Is it no? No goal? No goal? I thought for sure it went over the goal line, but apparently it stayed out.
Wow, I thought it was in too, Harley. The red light, though, never came on. But, boy, I thought that clipped over his pad and went in. I think it just hit right.
It hit on the top of his pad.
Yeah, rolled right on the top of the pad there and kind of went wide. Wow, what a good sequence there for the Growlers. Couldn't rolled off any better that time. But thought we had another parallax angle debacle, but that one just kind of rolled off the top of the pad and then rolled wide.
Oh, the Icemen are definitely getting their chances. They've got 5 shots on goal. 3 of them are from 5 feet in, 2 of them on breakaways. So, and here comes Newfoundland now the other way. It is Power. Pass intended for Conrad. He should have taken the shot, and the Icemen actually, I think, got away with one, as Newfoundland almost had a breakaway of their own. This has really opened up this game right now. Got to be careful because Newfoundland has so much firepower. Even though they're playing a little short-handed, they still have all kinds of offense. But apparently they can give up some plays defensively as well as the Icemen come back. Lynch, what a move around a man to the backhand. And another save made by Zhukov.
Yeah, it's a great setup there. Shapiro started that rush, carried it in, and then was able to drop it back, and then they got the puck over there to Lynch. And Lynch, nice move there to kind of cruise in stride, kept his feet moving, and then floated that backhander. And a good challenging chance there, but a good save there made by Zhukov.
The Icemen continue to get quality opportunities. Newfoundland continues to give them up, but the Icemen have to cash in on these. And this goaltender in Zhukov, who came in with, honestly, not good numbers at all, but you wouldn't know it by how he's playing today. He is playing lights out, this 20-year-old rookie. Jacksonville back with the puck at center ice. It's going to be an offside call, however, against Jacksonville. And now McKinnon shoves away at somebody. That is Tommy Panico. And sticks her up high a little bit. I don't think it's going to come to blows this time, but perhaps it will set the tone for the next shift.
Yeah, perhaps his face-off if no changes are made. McKinnon will certainly be willing to go, and right now that wouldn't be a bad idea right now. The Icemen need a little bit of maybe a spark here to get them up, but I mean, even still, they're creating some chances. That just right now the goaltender Zhukov's coming up big with the big stops when called upon.
It is Newfoundland at center ice trying to clear in. It goes off a body, comes right to the blue line, and it's held in by the Growlers. Martin with a poke check, knocks it free, but not out yet. Cederholm taking the body on a man. Well defended there by Jacob Cederholm as McKinnon tries to play it up the wall. It is blocked in front, goes to an open side for Jacksonville's Chris Leidsman. Leidsman for Dowda. Great backhand feed to McKinnon. Into the zone, over the blue line, goes wide on a man. Shot on net. Save is made by Zhukov. Puck comes back behind the goal. McKinnon doesn't see it, and he puts a cross check right into Bradley. That's going to be a penalty on Jacksonville's Ian McKinnon. And Stan Sturek had no choice but to make that call. And it's going to be a power play for the Growlers with 5:54 to go in the first period. Newfoundland already ahead 2-0. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey. Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to JacksIcemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
First power play of the day for either team belongs to Newfoundland. They have the third-ranked power play in the entire ECHL at 23.8%. Newfoundland already leads 2-0. This is a critical moment in the hockey game in the early going as Jacksonville tries to clear out of the zone. They cannot do it yet. They'll get another crack at it and can't do it then either. It is Brazo who already has a goal. There are 2 goals, rather, for Newfoundland. Has both of them to the circle, and Arister goes high and wide off the stick of O'Brien. Karams to Ferguson at the left circle. Ferguson down low. Brazo all alone, and a save is made. Rebound, and another big save by Carlson with the right leg, and he'll cover it up as Justin Brazo is going for the natural hat trick in the opening 15 minutes of this game, and the Icemen have got to do something to keep him off of the crease and push him out, but he's just such a big guy at 6'6", 225, that the Icemen are just struggling keeping him out of the crease. Face-off will be to Carlson's right, and remember those 2 saves from Adam Carlson, keeping it at 2-0. Puck is down, nobody can find the handle to it. Trying to dig it loose is Shaw, but he couldn't clear it. It's Gendron at the point for Ferguson at the half wall. Tries to play it down low for Brazo. That's where they want to go with it. A steal from Jacksonville and a clear by Craig Martin. Still 1:11 to go on this power play for Newfoundland. Adam Dowda and Craig Martin are your penalty killers, along with Hayden Shaw and Kyle Shapiro. It is Newfoundland through the neutral zone. Gaining the line, and now a steal from Jacksonville. Skating with it for the moment is Martin. He'll give it up now to Newfoundland at their own blue line, however. But a nice read from Martin to keep that play out of the zone. Power now carries it over the blue line for Newfoundland. His pass is deflected. Dowda knocks it free, and he'll skate again with it. Has Shapiro with him. Goes cross ice for Shapiro. He's over the blue line. Sharp angle. He's just going to kill some more time. Excellent work there by Kyle Shapiro as the Growlers take it back behind their own net. 30 seconds to go on their power play. Flip pass ahead. Deflected into the corner by Mingo. Warren golfs at it. Cannot clear it. It's held in at the line by Newfoundland. Power at the right point. Defended by Wasey Rabbit. Comes to the half wall, far side for Power. Power with a wrister. That goes high and wide. Karams all the way to the left point for Johnston. Cross ice for Power. Closes to the circle. His shot is blocked. He gets it right back and continues behind the net. Now a steal from Jacksonville, flipping it high into the air. Bouncing puck is taken away by Rabbit, and Rabbit will clear it the length of the ice. That will do it on the power play as Ian McKinnon is out of the penalty box, and we skate 5-on-5. Big kill from Jacksonville with the help of a couple of huge saves from Adam Carlson in the early portion of that power play. Growlers get it back, however, to the blue line for Bork. Bork off the wall, picked off by Mingo. Mingo tries to clear on his backhand, cannot get it out yet. Comes free, right back to him, and now the Icemen have a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Mingo to the left side, onside for Hedden. Pass to the right is broken up, and the Growlers come away with it defensively. Down to 3:16 to go in the first period. It is Newfoundland 2, Jacksonville nothing. Johnston goes D to D for Bork as the Icemen try to complete a line change. Trent Bork out of his own zone, headmanning it right up the middle, and Newfoundland into the zone. Shot by Skirving goes wide, comes free off the end boards for the Icemen. Dowda will chip it off the boards and safely out to center. Panico moves it ahead, and a steal by Jacksonville in the neutral zone. It is Dowda over the blue line. McKinnon crushes to net. Save is made by Zhukov, and Zhukov took a man down off the play. That was McKinnon as the Icemen keep the puck in the zone. Cederholm for Dowda. Dowda back to the blue line. Looking for Martin just onto the ice. Great play by Martin to hold it in. Martin tries to center from the right wing corner. Works it back towards the blue line, but it's picked off there. And the Icemen are unable to convert offensively. It is the Growlers now forehanding it in behind the net of Carlson. Trying to dig the puck loose. 2-on-2 battle in the corner. Growlers pull it away. Ferguson, their leading scorer. Shot towards net is blocked. Cederholm backhands it away and back into Growler territory. Our first intermission guest is going to be Hayden Shaw. Stick around for that. Talking about last night's game and his play as of late, including his call-up to the American Hockey League earlier this year. And it's Shaw with the puck right now at center ice. He'll wrist it in just to the right of Zhukov, who will leave the puck for Garrett Johnston. Johnston just standing behind his own net. The Iceman with some passive forechecking right now. Warren now goes in a little deeper, but Johnston skates up the right wing side. Passes to the left, and Power is into the zone easily. Centering feed is deflected, comes right back to Newfoundland, and a glove save made by Adam Carlson off the stick of Colt Conrad, keeping this 2-0. And Adam Carlson is continuing to keep the Icemen in this game. He's allowed to, but he's had several key saves. In fact, both teams really have had quality opportunities. Goaltenders have looked good on both sides tonight. Conrad back on the draw for Newfoundland. They show him at only 5'10", but because he's got Brazo as his line mate, it looks like he's about 5'2". And now it's Power misfiring on a shot for Newfoundland, and that sends the Icemen on their way through center ice. Soft flip in by Lang. Going in deep after it is Albert, still hustling to try and take it away. Comes right in front. Lang to the forehand, and another save by Zhukov, this time with the right pad. Held in by Jacksonville behind the net. Hedden lets it ride to the opposite corner, now to the near side. Lang with a huge hit, separating a man from the stick, and the Icemen hold the puck in the zone. It is Albert to the near side half boards. Trying to play it back, and a steal by Newfoundland. They'll skate out with it, trying to send Brazo on his way. Jacksonville picks it off in the neutral zone. It's a delayed offside as the Icemen now skate through the neutral zone. 43 seconds to go in the period. Jacksonville trails 2-0 as the Icemen had a couple more opportunities on goal. In fact, the Icemen are out shooting Newfoundland at this point, 9-7. But Zhukov has been excellent in net for the Growlers. It is Shapiro on the right wing. Shapiro head-manning it for McKinnon. Over the line it is Dowda. Dowda back for McKinnon. Wrist shot, and another save made by Zhukov. Rebound for Martin. Martin all the way to the blue line for Shaw. Wrister gets deflected behind the net. McKinnon tries to center. Gets it free for Martin. Down to 10 seconds left in the period. Martin on his backhand. Looking for Dowda. Forehand. And another save by Zhukov at the last possible moment as time expires, ending the first period of play. That time it was McKinnon who had the chance, and Maxim Zhukov really starting to become a story here for Newfoundland as the Icemen continue to pour it on, trying to get on the board, and Maxim Zhukov holds them at bay, keeping this a 2-0 score in favor of the Growlers after one period of play. Both goals from Newfoundland coming off the stick of Justin Brazo, his 22nd and 23rd of the year. And despite Jacksonville outshooting Newfoundland 11-7 in that period, it is a 2-0 Growler lead after one period. We will take a break and return in a couple minutes. When we come back, we'll be joined by Jacksonville defenseman Hayden Shaw. And of course, we'll do some scoreboard watching around the league as well. A couple of very important games for the Icemen to keep an eye on as we go to break. 2-0 Newfoundland after one. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey on Mixlr and ECHL.TV.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 32nd season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; A&R Sports, official hockey accessory supplier; Athletic Net, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2020 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; the Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; in Glasgow, official puck provider; the Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Ticket Galaxy, official ticket resale partner; and Warrior, official on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.TV.
Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to JacksIcemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Sign up for ECHL TV and watch every ECHL game live online. Follow your favorite teams at home and on the road. With live streaming available on your PC, iPad, and iPhone, you'll never be too far away from the action. Never miss a big goal. Relive your favorite ECHL moments in the video archives. And catch every game from around the league live. If ECHL hockey is on, it's on ECHL.tv.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at JacksIcemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognized how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Newman. Rebound!
Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to JacksIcemen.com.
Fans, don't forget that you, your friends, or coworkers can enjoy the exciting action of Icemen hockey comfortably above the ice in a spacious luxury suite or at ice level with our new ice boxes, available for all Icemen home games. Both options offer food and drink and make for a great way to entertain your company's employees and top clients. For more information and to check game date availability, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to JacksIcemen.com. Icemen hockey, feel the freeze.
We're
We're between periods between the Jacksonville Icemen and Newfoundland Growlers. Arlie Johnson joined by defenseman Hayden Shaw today. Shawzy, let's go back to last night's contest at Florida. Tough place to play traditionally for the Icemen, and it certainly came to be that way last night. Talk about last night and how the team performed, and if you feel like at least you played better than maybe the score would indicate.
Yeah, definitely not the result we wanted, but there's definitely a lot of things that we can take away from that game. Yesterday's done. I think there's definitely some shine in our game at times, but you can see when we get away from our game how things can change really quickly. But you got to have a short memory, and we're right back here for the matinee game.
And right back at home again after a couple of home victories against Norfolk. I actually want to go back to Friday night's game against Norfolk, where you played so well, but their goaltender just stood on their head. I almost am glad that it went that way, where it kind of tested you as a team to not get frustrated, but at the same time realize, hey, we are playing well. Let's just stick to our game plan, and ultimately it paid off.
Exactly, and things like that start happening. Sometimes guys want to change the way we're playing, but our system's proven to work, and it's nice when we don't get away from it, just keep doing what our game plan is, and it paid off.
Home ice in general has been pretty good for this team over the last month and a half. I know you haven't been here the whole time you were up in Manitoba, and we'll address that in a little bit, but you certainly played here long enough to know how much this home ice advantage means for you guys.
Yeah, and it's, when I first came down here, I didn't really know what to expect with Florida and hockey, but it's incredible. Like, our turnouts are great. The fans love it. They're really into it, and our home crowds really give us that extra little boost.
And they're going to need that boost for today against a team in Newfoundland that comes in here probably a little angry. They've had a 3-game, this is game 3 of a 3-game Florida trip for them. They lost in Florida Friday. They lost in Orlando last night. And I know you are expecting to get their best because they're going to be a little peeved about what's happened this weekend.
Yeah, of course. And I think, all we're going to do is answer with our best as well. It's definitely, we're playing playoff hockey right now. That's the way it needs to be. And, it doesn't matter who our opponents are. We just got to focus on ourselves. And, what we need to do, this is crunch time.
Hayden, I addressed that you were up in Manitoba for a decent portion of this season, but I know you're happy to be here also. Talk about the experience, though, about being up there in Manitoba, getting a few games in. I know you wish you had some more ice time up there, but I get the feeling that it was probably good to be there, but also good to be back, too.
Yeah, it was great, especially my first year to get that opportunity. Definitely, I think it's good for my confidence, and coming back here, being able to kind of push the pace a little bit and play how I know we can play. But no, it was great. Definitely a level up, but that's the goal. It's what everyone's working for, to keep moving up. But I couldn't be happier to be back here in Florida and Jax, and back with this group.
Are there certain things that you learned while you were up there that you've been able to take back here? Any points of the game that maybe a coaching staff or even a teammate would say, if you do this and you've been able to take that and kind of carry it over?
Yeah, I think a lot of it just stems from, it's the little things, little details in your game, and, details that are kind of skill work that I think have translated really well. And kind of, for me personally, it makes it easy to break a puck out or something like that. If I can go out and, get the puck to our forwards and not get hit too hard, it's a win for me. So I think I kind of worked a lot on that, and it's a good skill to have. And, just kind of put forward, just keep going, kind of shed light on my experience, and kind of push these guys as much as I can.
And you're basically on a top defensive unit at this point now, too, getting a lot of ice time. I know that's got to be very helpful for you, not just in terms of game experience, but also certainly on the confidence side, too.
Yeah, absolutely. You earn your confidence, and Maisie's been doing a great job of running the defenseman. Can't say enough good about him. And, it's been a blast. I've definitely had my opportunity here, and, just keep going forward with that.
All right, finally, let's talk about this game today and what it will take to defeat this team, especially with the third game in 3 days. What are the things we're going to be looking for, if you're in the stands or up above, that has as an indication that this team is on its game today?
Not trying to do too much, no one-on-ones. As soon as we start winning our battles, you can see our game really starts turning around. We've had some tough travel, obviously, but this is the kind of gut check time that's mind over matter and really tells how you're going to play with that.
All right, we look forward to seeing it. Thank you so much, Shawzy. Appreciate it.
Yep, thank you.
All right, there's Hayden Shaw with us between periods. We'll come back in just a little bit. This is Iceman Hockey on Mixler and ECHL.TV.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 32nd season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; A&R Sports, official hockey accessory supplier; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2020 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider; The Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Ticket Galaxy, official ticket resale partner; and Warrior, official on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.tv.
Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to JacksIcemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Sign up for ECHL TV and watch every ECHL game live online. Follow your favorite teams at home and on the road. With live streaming available on your PC, iPad, and iPhone, you'll never be too far away from the action. Never miss a big goal. Relive your favorite ECHL moments in the video archives. And catch every game from around the league live. If ECHL hockey is on, it's on ECHL.tv.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at JacksIcemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Newfoundland.
Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Iceman home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to JacksIceman.com.
Fans, don't forget that you, your friends, or coworkers can enjoy the exciting action of Iceman hockey comfortably above the ice in a spacious luxury suite or at ice level with our new ice boxes. Available for all Icemen home games. Both options offer food and drink and make for a great way to entertain your company's employees and top clients. For more information and to check game date availability, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to JacksIcemen.com. Icemen hockey, feel the freeze. We are back in downtown Jacksonville. Arlie Johnson along with Alex Reed. It is a 2-0 lead for the Newfoundland Growlers after one period of play in a score that I don't think tells the story. Not that Jacksonville played much better than Newfoundland. I would not say that they played much better, but I would say it was at least a minimum, dead even contest. Both teams had great scoring opportunities. Jacksonville outshot Newfoundland. They 11-9 the final tally in that first period of play. Quality chances, you had plenty of them from both squads. Really, it just came down to a couple of deflections for Newfoundland that went their way, and their goaltender just stood on his head. An excellent effort from Maxim Zhukov.
Without question. I mean, again, you look at the score 2-0, and you think that, oh, well, it wasn't a great period for Jacksonville. I mean, they created tons of chances, and Zhukov has come up with some unbelievable stops, most notably that one right there on Chase Lang when he went on the breakaway chance. The guys are looking at all the replays right now up on the video board because they know they had several quality chances. Lynch with the backhander. McKinnon there at the end of the period from close range. There was seconds left. I mean, it was close right now, though. Some good saves made by the Newfoundland netminder has been the difference here in this contest. And if you're the Icemen, continue to press, continue to create chances, and if you get one to go in. But Arlie, I do think it is going to be imperative Jacksonville gets the next goal in this game.
Yeah, I think it's a requirement at this point in this game as we are just about ready for the second period. Quick note on some other scores around the league that have the most importance for the Icemen. The Greenville Swamp Rabbits for the second consecutive game are in Indy, and they are trailing. It is 2-1 Indy after one period of play. The other one that matters for Jacksonville is the Orlando Solar Bears. They are hosting the Florida Everblades today. They are scoreless after one period of play, and we'll keep you up to date on those scores as these games move along a little further towards the end. Second period is now underway, and the Icemen have the puck. Hayden Shaw, just a simple toss out to center ice, and the Growlers have possession. Garrett Johnston, cross ice look for Fraze. Kyle Fraze up the wall. Deflected away as Shaw takes a man down. Albert continues it up the wall for Hedden. Finds a streaking Kyle Shapiro, who's over the blue line on the right. Tries the drop pass, but Jacksonville is in the middle of a line change, and because of it, it's a 2-on-1 for Newfoundland. It is Ferguson cutting to the backhand, and a huge save by Carlson, and it ends up behind the net off a poor line change. Newfoundland holds it in. Gendron with a wrister. That is blocked in front. Poked away by Jacksonville. It'll slide into the corner, and it comes loose for Hayden Shaw. Shaw with an outlet pass to Rabbit, who couldn't handle it. Shaw gets it back, however, and it is Rabbit trying to knock it free to center. Shaw continues it along, and he will drive it in behind the Growler net. And remember that save from Adam Carlson as well. And even though he's allowed 2 already today, I would not say that either of them are his fault, and I thought he's been fantastic this afternoon, to be truthful. Brazeau behind the Jacksonville net. Mingo rides it around the wall. Lynch tries to redirect out. Plays it out to the neutral zone, but no further. Brazeau will flip it in, and Dejan Mingo will be first on the puck for the Icemen. Mingo spins around a man on his backhand. Dangerous pass, but he finds Brendan Warren with it. Warren off the wall for Dowda. Dowda's pass for Lynch was well behind him, and it comes free to the Growlers, who try to catch Jacksonville on another line change and almost did so again. The Icemen take possession. They'll keep the puck. McKinnon somehow calms that puck down, outletting it for Dowda. It will trickle all the way to Zhukov, who will stick handle it himself up to center ice. Craig Martin drifting it back into his own zone for Chris Leidsman. Leidsman around the wall. Martin tries to knock it free, does trickle loose to the neutral zone. Dowda fights for it. The referee actually got in the way. Stan Sturek. And the Growlers pull it away. They'll drift back into their own zone for the puck. 17:34 to go in the second period. It is 2-0 Newfoundland in the lead. Growlers play it into the zone. Carlson tries to clear it, is broken up behind the net. Centering pass never made its way to the crease. Growlers from the blue line get a shot that is blocked. Bouncing puck, still bouncing right in the slot. It is golfed into the corner by Cedarholm. Comes loose for McKinnon. Three-man rush for Jacksonville. Three back for Newfoundland. McKinnon over the blue line, nothing further than that. And the Growlers again trying to catch Jacksonville the other way. And a save made by Carlson. Rebound behind the net for Jacob Cedarholm to play it into the corner. Leidsman ahead for Hedden. Hedden will be called for offside, and he will shove him hand off the puck after the fact in Trent Bork. And you can see the message already from Newfoundland. Let's sit back, sit back, sit back. And as soon as we get that puck, we are springing a guy loose and try and send him away on an odd man rush.
Yeah, they got the speed to do it. And, of course, the Icemen need to be very careful about their changes there as well. They nearly got caught twice, especially on that one. The one save that you said to remember, that could loom large as the game goes on. But you're right, they have the speed to do that. But, again, that's really a good plan and good strategy. You know, play defensively first, wait for your chances, and when you get them, you jump on them. And that's what Newfoundland's done so far.
O'Brien with a drop pass shot and a score. It is now 3-0 Newfoundland as Brady Ferguson gets this goal. And the Growlers just relentless with their attack. 3:10 into this second period. And the Growlers on top with a big cushion. And the Icemen will need a major comeback if they're going to come away with points in this game.
Wide open in the slot. No one picked him up. Two guys were there, but neither one of them were able to grab that guy there, and the shot came in, and able to beat Carlson on there. That's not an area of the ice that you can leave open, Arlie. Not to mention when you had players in position there, but he got separation and had enough space to throw that one through the traffic in front. And Ferguson, their leading scorer, gets another point to add to his totals here as he picks up the big strike to make it 3-0, and it's Newfoundland who does get that third goal of the game.
And the Icemen now just trying to do something to get them on the board and get them feeling good about this hockey game again, in a game that they haven't necessarily played all that poorly, and yet still they trail 3-0. But Newfoundland, remember, these are the Kelly Cup champions here. They are a very proud team. They've lost 2 in a row coming into this game, so you know that they were going to come in a little ornery, and they haven't. Here's Ferguson with another chance, and it whistles over the crossbar. But he was right in the slot, uncontested, about 35 feet away, and the Icemen have to do a better job of marking their man. Jacksonville does clear into the Growler zone. Johnston taking the puck into the back of the net. Around the back of the net. Jacksonville coming back at center ice. Martin over the blue line, onside, by himself, gets into the slot, but not in scoring position. He couldn't get the shot towards goal. McKinnon keeps it in the zone, however, for Jacksonville. His pass is deflected, comes free to Newfoundland. Martin takes the body. Man goes down for Newfoundland. They try to clear out McKinnon again, forcing the play deeper. This line has looked good. I think it's been the best line of the game so far for Jacksonville. Bouncing puck in the neutral zone. And it's the Icemen with it again as McKinnon swings it in with one hand on the stick. It is Fraze for Conrad. Back off the end boards for Johnston. McKinnon and Dowda in deep to forecheck. As Johnston plays it up the left wing wall, it deflects into Jacksonville's end. Conrad will beat Bobby Lynch to the puck into the corner. Poked away by the Icemen and Chris Leidsman. Leidsman for Dowda. Dowda stick handling behind the back of his net. With 14:54 to go in the second period, Jacksonville trails 3-0. They've got to find a way to get on the board. Cedarholm for the Icemen, up the left wing wall for Hedden. He'll deflect in, and the Icemen will complete a line change. Miles Gendron on his backhand, tries to spin away from Lynch, and does so. Up the wall by everybody and into the Jacksonville end. No icing here. Carlson will play it around the back of the net for Shaw. Shaw for Hedden, tries to deflect it away, but the Growlers are there for it. Poked back by Shapiro, and Newfoundland again has control inside their own line. They'll play it a little deeper. It is Powers trying to stick handle away from Albert. Powers has plenty of time now as Albert heads to the bench for a change. Bradley with a feed to nobody in particular. It slides into the Jacksonville end. Shapiro off glass. back into the Growler zone. This will be icing against Jacksonville with 14:04 to go in the second period. And Reader, you get the feeling that that third goal from Newfoundland really kind of took the wind out of Jacksonville's sails.
Yeah, they just don't have that extra pep anymore. Again, it's tough. I mean, you're playing your 4th game in 5 days now, and you're coming off the long bus trip. And again, you needed to get off to a good start. You needed to keep it close. Now the mountain's getting tougher and tougher to climb as this game lingers on, because these guys' bodies, the 3-and-3s on either side, it's not easy to do. The bodies don't have enough time to fully recover, and the fatigue starts to set in. So the mountain getting a little tougher to climb as time wears on this game, and we'll see if the Icemen can get something going in their direction and get some momentum.
Growlers continue to forecheck, and they get the puck free as O'Brien is down and up slowly for Newfoundland. Puck comes loose for the Icemen. It is Rabbit stick handling through center ice with Warren and Lang. Rabbit trying to go it himself, tripped up on the play, no call there from Sturrock. We will play on as it goes behind the Growler net. To the right, it's Van Der Esch. Cross ice look for Power. Power with a wrister that is deflected into the corner by Shiplow. Comes off the wall for Shaw. Shaw ahead for Warren, who has to avoid the referee to gain the line. Brendan Warren looking to go wide on Fraze. He'll take it behind the Growler net. Got rubbed out on the play by Fraze as Newfoundland plays it up the left wing wall and safely out to center. Here come the Growlers again. It is Power with a drop pass. Picked off there by Jacksonville. Taken back in a slap shot and a score. It's a hat trick for Justin Brazeau. They cannot keep that puck away from him, and it goes to 4-0 with 13:01 to go in the second period, and this game is turning into the Justin Brazeau show.
It is a hat trick for him, and that time it looked as if the puck just kind of took a funny bounce and went right to him in the slot. In fact, it was kind of mishandled there by the Icemen in the skates. They just lost it. The defender lost it in his skate, and then it was kind of tapped over to Brazeau. I mean, it couldn't have been tapped perfectly any better to him, and that one was just knocked home on a hard shot. And Brazeau, we talked about it, what a force he could be, and he's got the hat trick here. And now that mountain, very, very steep right now, incline here for the Icemen moving forward.
Marcus Power has his 3rd assist of the game. He has the primary assist on all 3 Justin Brazeau goals. And now for Jacksonville, you're almost at the point where don't even worry about coming back and winning this game. Just start playing better now. First period, they were pretty good, despite trailing 2-0. With this second period, it is all Newfoundland all the time, as they have outshot Jacksonville 5-0 in this period, and they've got a pair of goals to show for it. We will take a break now, and the Icemen need it. 12:45 to go in the second period. It's Newfoundland 4, Jacksonville 0.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Sign up for ECHL TV and watch every ECHL game live online. Follow your favorite teams at home and on the road. With live streaming available on your PC, iPad, and iPhone, you'll never be too far away from the action. Never miss a big goal. Relive your favorite ECHL moments in the video archives. And catch every game from around the league live. If ECHL hockey is on, it's on ECHL.TV.
Arlie Johnson along with Alex Reed with you on Mixler as the Icemen are struggling in this period, trailing 4-0 midway through this second period to the Newfoundland Growlers. The Icemen will skate out of the zone. It is Albert for Hedden. Hedden over the blue line for Bobby Lynch. Hedden gets it back behind the Newfoundland net. Tries to swing it around to the opposite corner. Growlers are there to steal it and clear it. And the Icemen just looking for something positive to hang their hat on in this second period. They did not play poorly in the first period, but they trailed 2-0 just the same. But they are playing poorly here in this second period. Now it's the Icemen with a chance. In front it is Hedden. He will score! Mike Hedden puts the Icemen on the board. There's the first start. You got to start somewhere, Reader. And the Icemen have done exactly that. Mike Hedden now has 7 goals in his last 8 games. and they're on the board. It's 4-1 Newfoundland.
And most of his goals have been in front of the net. He gets into the right spot there, and he oftentimes finds some rebounds. That time he got a pass and had a step on his man, caught it, and on the backhand swung it low through the 5-0 of the goaltender. But Mike Hedden has been going to the dirty areas, going to the top, the crease area to the net, and he's been rewarded here lately. As you mentioned, Harley, 7 goals now in the last 8 games, and maybe that will be the spark for the Icemen here, as we're still a couple minutes out from the halfway point of this game.
Icemen looking for more. They've got the puck behind the Newfoundland net. Growlers pull it away, however, and they will stick handle it out to center ice. For Hedden, goal number 15 on the year, and again, 7 of them in the last 8 contests. Jacksonville trying to gain the line again, but it's picked off there by Brady Ferguson. Ferguson, their leading scorer, and he does have a goal already in this game today. But really the story is Justin Brazeau for Newfoundland, as we have an icing call against the Growlers. Jacksonville on the board, though. We were talking about getting something, anything to create something positive and gain a little momentum. You know, one good shift and one good goal can lead to another, and you never know.
Well, without question, and I don't think anyone thought this was going to be an easy game. I mean, you're taking on the defending champions. They are the defending champions for a reason, and they're still a first-place team in the North Division in the defense of their championship last year. This is a good program, a good team, and no one thought it was going to be easy. So we'll see if the Icemen are certainly going to have to earn it the rest of the way out. But they're going to have to do something about that slot area and trying to contain Brazeau, who's got the hat trick already in this game.
The Icemen with a shot towards net, but it is blocked in front by Powers. Powers will stick handle into the corner, left side of his netminder, and the Growlers will have a long stretch pass ahead for Power. Power into the slot, and he will score. And the Growlers are right back on the board on a goal from Marcus Power, his 4th point of the game already, and it is all Newfoundland now, his 20th goal of the year. And Newfoundland is just finding the seams behind Adam Carlson right now. A wrister in the slot, another quality opportunity, and it makes you wonder if Adam Carlson's going to stay in the net at this point.
Well, at that time, the Icemen were actually in good position defensively. It was just the speed of Power. I mean, it was just a quick little burst. He was kind of waltzing in slowly and then out of nowhere accelerated and got it into the lane he needed to before the Icemen could react. He'd already snapped it there in the back of the net. So, again, that's just a quick little flurry, quick little taste of the acceleration and speed this team possesses. And because the Icemen were in possession there, or in the right position.
The Icemen almost gave up another opportunity in the slot. Instead, it is Lynch going wide on a man, tries to beat him, could not get around Trent Bork. If he did, it would have been a clean breakaway. Still it is Mingo for Lynch. Lynch throws it right through the slot all the way to the line. Harrison with a slapper. That is wide to the far post. Comes off the end boards for Albert. To the blue line for Mike Hedden, covering for Mingo. Slap shot is blocked. Newfoundland trying to catch Jacksonville the other way. Bouncing puck, and the Growlers will be first on the puck. They'll sweep it into the right of Carlson. Mingo taking the body on Conrad. Knocking it loose is Justin Brazeau. First Power all alone at the left faceoff dot again, and a save made by Carlson. Rebound for the Icemen. It is Harrison up the boards and out. Newfoundland nearly touched the puck for a too many men on the ice. Will play on. Snapping into the zone is Fraze. Carlson unable to stop it behind the net. Newfoundland first on the puck there again. Mingo now taps it free, swinging it around the boards and by everybody. No icing here. It's not going to reach the goal line. Garrett Johnston ahead of Wasey Rabbit on the puck. Feeds for O'Brien. O'Brien through center ice for Ferguson. Ferguson in the left wing corner. Turns to his backhand side. Cedarholm takes the body. Rabbit knocks it free. Warren tries to continue it along. Does get it out to center ice. Lang on his backhand. Good touch pass for Warren. He's 2-on-2 with Rabbit. That is going to be onside. I'm surprised it was onside, honestly. But the Growlers steal the puck anyway and skate out of the zone. O'Brien forehanding it in. Carlson will leave the puck for Chris Leidsman. Leidsman, long outlet pass for Rabbit. He'll deflect to the right side of Zhukov. Gendron first on it for Newfoundland. To Newgold. Newgold gives it up to Martin. Tries to block it onto his stick with his leg. Can't keep it in. And the Growlers again playing it out to center. Newfoundland just too good on offense right now in this game. And remember, coming into this game, they had 1 goal combined over this weekend in Florida. They come here and they get 5 goals in the opening 28 minutes of the contest. Newfoundland with a sharp angle shot. Carlson makes the save. Rebound off the side of the net, and the mask of Adam Carlson comes unhinged as that shot went right off the strap of Adam Carlson's mask.
Yeah, knocked off the mask that time, and it's got to shake out the cobwebs a little bit. And again, we're inside the halfway point of regulation. And just the moment the Icemen were starting to get a little momentum after that goal with Hedden, just like that, it's Newfoundland responding right now. And now they seem to have the pace, and the Icemen are kind of back on that. Oh man, trying to a little shell shock right now. So it's been a tough one here this afternoon here for the Icemen.
I don't remember a game like this at home in quite a while. Maybe South Carolina a little bit, but that was more like a slow burn, whereas this one is a full-on fire.
Yeah.
Saved by Carlson again, up high with a screen in front, trying to send away Hedden was Albert. It goes behind the Newfoundland net, and Zhukov will play it off the end boards, and the Growlers come right back in transition. They are so fast to go from defense to offense. Brazo in the right wing corner, knocked off the play by Shapiro, comes loose for Power. Power gives it up to Chase Harrison. Harrison's feed for Albert is behind him, and it goes back into the Growler zone for Newfoundland. Bork goes cross ice for Colt Conrad. Conrad with a drop pass. All alone in the slot was Van Der Esch, but he misfired on that shot. Right in the lone in the slot again is Power. His shot goes wide. Too many opportunities between the hash marks for Jacksonville today. Conrad behind the net for Newfoundland. On his backhand, tries to spin away from Chase Harrison. Albert tries to take the body on a man. Puck comes high for Lynch. Lynch will play it off the linesman and out to center ice. 5-1 Newfoundland with 7:14 to go in the second period. It's Van Der Esch with a shot on net. Another save by Carlson. He is not able to cover up. Comes loose for Panico. Left side, slap shot, deflected wide. Looking for the deflection there was O'Brien. Brady Ferguson back to the blue line for Panico. Panico on his backhand. Stick handles behind the Jacksonville net. All the way to the left circle is Panico. Turns on Warren, plays it down low for Ferguson. Ferguson setting up shop behind the net. Tries to find a man in front. Passes it off the side of the net, and Jacksonville is forced to just ice the puck. Chase Harrison had no choice, really, but to just try and regroup and get a line change. And I know these guys are going to be tired, but I don't think he had really much choice there.
No, he didn't. He had to get rid of it there. They were starting to scramble a little bit, and they were getting a little bit fatigued. At least this gives them an opportunity to try to catch their breath. They can't make the change because it is an icing, but they had to do it because it's been an all-out pressure now here by Newfoundland, and now they win another draw here, and they have possession again.
Bradley for Newfoundland tries the wraparound attempt. Broken up, comes back to him at the near side half boards. At the blue line it is Fraze for Bradley once more. Wrister and a screen, deflected just wide to the far post. Newfoundland just continuing to pressure the net. Up to 20 shots on goal now in this game is Newfoundland. Jacksonville now collects the loose puck. It is Lang trying to spring Warren away. Lang shifts around one man and starts the rush. Over the blue line is Lang, trying it going alone. Behind the net is Lang. Chase Lang all the way to the blue line for Cedarholm. Fanned on the shot, deflects just wide. That would have been a strange one. Went off a couple of bodies as the Icemen keep it in the zone. Rabbit can't quite get his stick to the puck, and the Growlers will pull it away. It's a wide open affair right now, but unfortunately that's to the advantage of Newfoundland as Adam Carlson makes a glove save, and the draw will come to his left side. We'll take a break in the action with 5:45 to go in the second period. It is all Newfoundland right now. 5-1 is your score. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch.
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch.
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow, bad bee.
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Newman. Rebound!
Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Arlie Johnson along with Alex Reed with you here. We're going to have a slight delay before we get started again as they've got a little extra snow to cover up. Still haven't actually left a bunch of snow in the corner there too. So hopefully everybody will be okay there and there won't be some sort of trip up or anything like that. Newfoundland wins this face-off in the offensive zone. In the slot again, Brazeau couldn't fire away that time. Cross ice pass goes off a skate and Brazeau has his shot blocked as the Growlers continue to have opportunities right between the hash marks all game long. Just not good enough defensive coverage for the Icemen today. Now it's Jacksonville trying to pressure on the forecheck. Easy clear out from Newfoundland. They'll bat it ahead for Conrad. Conrad 2-on-1 with Brazeau. Brazeau with a wrister. It is deflected by Harrison out of play. And you expect, I suppose, more chances for Newfoundland because the Icemen now have to gamble a little bit. And, you know, Newfoundland knows that, and they're just going to sit and wait for the opportunities to create themselves almost.
Yeah, without question. I mean, Icemen have put themselves in a position where they are going to have to take chances, and even that means abandoning the defensive side of things. And that led to a little bit of a rush that time. Great job by Harrison to go down, make himself wide, and take that one off the hit pad there and deflect it out of play.
Jacksonville wins this faceoff. They'll get it to center ice, but no further than that. Evan Newgold dropping it back for Bork. Over the blue line it is Alec Bear. Bear into the right wing corner. Dowda knocks it free from him. Tries to chip it high off glass. McKinnon tries to bat it out of the air. Couldn't do it. It's Newgold for Bradley, whose stick just shattered in two on that attempt, and the Icemen are able to stick handle away. Craig Martin, big hit on the play right in front of the referee, Sturrock, but he's just going to call it as a hip check and not a potential kneeing penalty. It was close on a low bridge kind of hit. Newfoundland back into the offensive end. It is Bear around the wall for Newgold. Newgold on his backhand, gives it up to the Icemen, and chipping it off glass and out is McKinnon. Craig Martin heading to the bench along with Dowda for a line change as the Growlers play it into the zone. Carlson will swing it off the back of the net, looking for the wraparound. And another score for Newfoundland. It's Brady Ferguson that time. And that's the first goal, even though it's 6-1 Newfoundland. That's really the first goal that I could say that Adam Carlson wishes he would have back.
Yeah, he went behind the net, tried to make a routine clearing attempt around the boards. Unfortunately, it kind of tethered back off the end wall and came right there on the back part of the net. Just took a bounce, hit the back part of the net, and then a little wraparound attempt picked up by Ferguson and was able to put that one home. And just a tough afternoon here for Jacksonville. Nothing's going their way at the moment.
This is going to be just one of those games right now. 15:55, the time of this goal from Brady Ferguson. Should be unassisted for Ferguson. His second of the game, his 20th of the year, as Newfoundland now has 4 players with 20 goals on the year based on today. They've got all kinds of firepower. And remember, they don't even have their full complement of players with so many of them called up to the American Hockey League. Wait till this team is good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they look pretty good right now. And then to know that they're going to have more players and reinforcements at some point later, again, they're going to be a team certainly to contend with here moving down the stretch and into the playoffs.
Wrister from Newfoundland gets deflected into the corner, comes loose for the Icemen. They'll play it ahead for Wasey Rabbit. Rabbit with a drop pass, and it's picked off by Newfoundland, but offside will be called because of it. Based on today, and I know the Growlers came in struggling a little bit. They lost their last 2 games. They'd lost, I think, 6 out of their previous 10. But what I'm seeing today is, why wouldn't they be the favorites for defending the Kelly Cup title?
Well, without question. I mean, the way they're playing right now, and then of course we mentioned, you know, and talking with their staff, they're expecting to get more players from Toronto as well, and their AHL affiliates. So, they're gonna be very loaded, and that helped them win the Cup last year. They just had a ton of contracted players, and they put it all together. It was tough to defend against, and same thing happening here right now. For this club, they're only going to get better when they get those players in the lineup moving forward here in the month of March, and then obviously into April in the postseason.
Puck goes out of play, 2:54 to go, and the Icemen are just waiting for the clock to tick away. I am surprised that head coach Jason Christie is not elected to go back to Rob Halford to finish off this game in a 6-1 contest. Maybe he's waiting for the intermission, I'm not sure. But Carlson's still between the pipes for the Icemen.
I'm a little surprised, too. I don't think, no goaltender wants to make that stroll to the bench, especially on home ice. Maybe that's why, with just now less than 3 minutes to go, Coach Christie might just wait to do that, make that change in the intermission, and then have Halford come out. But I'm a little surprised. I would agree with you.
Bradley with a slap shot. That's deflected by Harrison over the glass and off the netting. In this period, shots on goal, Newfoundland 14, Jacksonville 1. And the 1 is the goal. I mean,
well, they're efficient.
Not much you can do about that.
Yeah, they were efficient this period.
100%. I mean, that tells the whole story right there. 14-1 shots on goal in this period.
And this is coming from a team all week long has generated a ton of shots this week. I had 37, I believe, last night. And then, of course, against the Norfolk Admirals, they were able to post up 48 on Friday. This team's been generating a lot of shots lately. Obviously in this period and here in the game, only 12 total. Just not much happening from an offensive standpoint.
And again, in that first period, the Icemen trailed 2-0, but I don't think they played poorly in that period. It's just good goaltending from Zhukov for Newfoundland as the Icemen get the puck free in their own zone. Carlson had to make yet another save on that exchange. As Chase Lang with a great shift around Ferguson. He'll come right through the middle into the zone. Passes to the left for Warren. Back to Lang. It goes off a skate and into the corner. Wasey Rabbit tracks it down for the Icemen. Rabbit behind the net for Lang. Lang for the trailer. That is Hayden Shaw. Shaw pinches in from the defensive blue line. Couldn't get the shot on goal. He'll drop it back for Lang. Flipping it behind the net for Rabbit. Picked off there by the Growlers. Trying to clear out his Gendron. He took a big hit, but he did get it to the blue line and out of the zone. The Icemen right back with Warren. Backhanding it into the corner for Bobby Lynch. To the left of Zhukov is Lynch. On his backhand. Plays it down low into the corner. Centering feed from Albert gets deflected to the opposite wall. Mike Hedden tracks it down. To the line for Shapiro. Wrist shot on the deflection. And the save is made by Zhukov. The Icemen get their second shot of the period. And they hold it in the zone again, at least momentarily. Growlers get the puck free, however. They'll play it off the end boards. Cross ice for Gendron. Looking to the right for Conrad. Colt Conrad bumped off the play by Hayden Shaw. Back behind the Jacksonville net now in the final minute of period number 2. Cross ice look for Jacksonville. It is Bobby Lynch tripped up on the play. No call as Stan Sturrock is letting him play today. Only one power play for either team. Newfoundland had it. They did not convert on it. Growlers with the puck behind their own net. Pass to the left wing. Cross ice look off the boards. Taking it is Evan Newgold. Newgold into the zone. Poked away by Harrison. Harrison clears it out to center ice. It is Craig Martin shifting back to his own line to keep possession. Martin to the right wing side for Mingo. Cross ice, it is Harrison on the D-to-D. Dowda feeds to the left for Craig Martin, but it's in front of him. And Tommy Panico took a big hit from McKinnon, who continues to play his physical game as the Icemen steal it at center ice. Dowda dropping it back for Mingo, but time will wind down in this very forgettable second period of play. It was 2-0 at Newfoundland after 1, and then the Growlers just poured it on in the second intermission. Jason Christie couldn't get to the locker room fast enough at the end of that period as Newfoundland adds on 4 more goals. They outshoot Jacksonville by a count of 15-2 in that period. And that was very indicative of how that period went. Sometimes shots don't tell the story. Well, this time it did.
Yeah, and it's kind of, reminds me a little bit of last night's game. I thought, the Icemen, they lost that game 5-2. But a game in which Florida added an empty netter late, but bad second period for Jacksonville and a bad one here as well. After a pretty good start, they finished strong. Unfortunately for the Icemen, the Growlers did a little bit more damage in the second period than maybe Florida did in last night's game. But just not the effort here tonight, and I think it's going to be even more tough, Arlie, because it's the 4th game in 5 days. People can say, that's an excuse. It's not an excuse.
No, it's reality.
It is the reality. And but you know what? You have to play the schedule you're given. And I'm not saying that the fatigue is costing the game because the Icemen have made their share of mistakes. It's just going to make it more difficult for them to try to get back into it with the score being what it is right now.
Yeah, it's all Newfoundland in this one. And I think for the third period, we'll maybe touch on it a little bit more in this intermission. But The Icemen just want to win this third period. It's not about winning the game right now. It's about winning this period and feeling better about themselves moving into yet another 4-game and 5-night week ahead of them.
Yeah, and you look at this schedule. I mean, this is the third week, I guess the third of 8 straight weekends in which the Icemen have to play 3-3s, and half of those are 4 games in 5 days slate. So it's a lot of hockey. It's really difficult to do, and at some point the Icemen are really going to have a hard time, dealing with the fatigue factor. But they're going to have to get past it because next week is going to be crucial. Unlike today, which is now a division game. Not saying the game's not important. Next week it gets really key because you're taking on 3 different opponents in the division. Obviously Florida next week down in Estero on Wednesday. Florida Friday, Atlanta Saturday, and Greenville Sunday. Atlanta and Greenville, 2 teams the Icemen are trying to catch up with. Those are going to be key. And the Icemen get those games on the back half of the weekend.
And we'll break those games down when we come back from this break. Tell you what's ahead for the Icemen this upcoming week as they continue their quest for the Kelly Cup playoffs. But I don't know if it's going to happen today. It is the Icemen trailing the Newfoundland Growlers 6-1 after 2 periods of play. Back in a moment on Mixler and on ECHL.TV.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 32nd season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; A&R Sports, official hockey accessory supplier; Athletic Net, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2020 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider; The Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Ticket Galaxy, official ticket resale partner; and Warrior, official on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.TV.
Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Sign up for ECHL TV and watch every ECHL game live online. Follow your favorite teams at home and on the road. With live streaming available on your PC, iPad, and iPhone, you'll never be too far away from the action. Never miss a big goal. Relive your favorite ECHL moments in the video archives. And catch every game from around the league live. If ECHL hockey is on, it's on ECHL.TV.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Newman. Rebound!
Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Iceman home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksiceman.com.
Fans, don't forget that you, your friends, or coworkers can enjoy the exciting action of Icemen hockey comfortably above the ice in a spacious luxury suite or at ice level with our new ice boxes, available for all Icemen home games. Both options offer food and drink and make for a great way to entertain your company's employees and top clients. For more information and to check game date availability, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen hockey, feel the freeze. And we are back. Arlie Johnson along with Alex Reed after 2 periods of play. This is a game that we just assume forget, and unfortunately it's not even over yet. It is 6-1. Newfoundland has the lead over Jacksonville after 2 periods of play. Jacksonville's been so competitive game after game. They've been good at home, 8-4-1 this calendar year in 2020 at home for Jacksonville coming into this game today, but it is obviously not working out well for the good guys today. Moving ahead, yet another 4-game and 5-night stretch for the Icemen. Starting on Wednesday, 2 whole days off for the Icemen. Not that they'll be off, but you get the idea. They won't be playing. But back on the road Tuesday for a game at Florida on Wednesday in a house of horrors. The Icemen, unfortunately, have 2 houses of horrors, and they both happen to be in the state of Florida. It's Jacksonville at Florida on Wednesday, then hosting Florida on Friday for what amounts to a home-and-home set. And bare minimum, you have to beat this team at least once. And, you know, you got to have a better performance as well from this game. I imagine, we talked about Newfoundland coming in here angry, and they're playing like it. Well, if the Icemen don't come out angry on Wednesday, I don't know what it's going to take.
Yeah, I don't know. I know you're right, Arla. They're going to have to get a split with Florida, I believe, next week, just to kind of, maybe make up for some of the games that they dropped or maybe should have had. And, again, they've played Florida tough at times this year, but Florida, as they proved last night. Again, I thought the Icemen had a pretty good effort. They're a very opportunistic team, though, the Everblades. And if you make a mistake, they make you pay on it. And Florida's been doing well with that, despite the fact they've lost pretty much their entire team. But I think the Ice are going to have to go down there, try to establish a good start early, try to ride with it. Again, play a little mad, and I think they will be after the way this game has played out, and give yourself a chance. If not, you got a chance to get them back on home ice and get the fans behind you on a Friday night. So without question, I think they're going to have to get at least a split with Florida next week in the 2 games.
And that home game against Florida on Friday night is the start of a season-long 5-game homestand for the Icemen. So that is really their best opportunity for the remainder of the season to do some major damage. But that being said, top competition as well, and extremely important games in the process of it as well. Here's the look of your 5-game homestand for the Icemen starting on Friday against the Everblades Friday night. A team that comes in with a fantastic record, still in 2nd place in the South Division at 40 wins and only 13 losses for Florida. on Saturday. Then it gets really crucial in terms of your opponents because it's teams that you're facing to try and catch in the Kelly Cup playoff hunt. The Atlanta Gladiators come to town on Saturday, March 7th. That is a huge game for Jacksonville. Right now, the Icemen are 7 points behind Atlanta in the standings, but Jacksonville has 3 games in hand on Atlanta, at least 3 going into today. It'll be 2 by the end of the day. Atlanta is idle today.
And 5 head-to-head meetings with Atlanta remaining, that being the first of those 5. So a chance to really get the 4-point swings working in their favor. And, we know the Icemen are going to have to win some games, but that's why we haven't really been too concerned about Atlanta and what they've been doing in games, because the Icemen have so many chances to go head-to-head with them, and it starts with that big Saturday night tilt.
Very next day, right back at home. 3 home games in 3 days for the Icemen. That'll be the second time in less than a month that will happen for Jacksonville. And another critical game Sunday, March 8th. That's a week from today. Another 3 o'clock start. Another pub sub jersey game, which, based on how the Icemen are playing in these jerseys, I'm not so sure if we want that at this point. But the Icemen
just hold the mayo.
Worry about
hold the
that.
mayo, right?
Hold the mayo. The Greenville Swamp Rabbits come into town a week from today for Sunday afternoon. And again, that is a team that the Icemen are trying to catch. Jacksonville also 7 points behind Greenville. The Greenville Swamp Rabbits and Atlanta Gladiators are tied with 57 points. The difference there is the Icemen have 5 games in hand with Greenville, and it will stay at 5 because the Swamp Rabbits are playing right now, and we'll get to their score in just a little bit.
And I think that's the team, that's the target team right now for the Icemen, the most realistic target team at this point because of those 5 games in hand. And again, a crucial game next Sunday early. That's a game the Icemen are going to have to win, because that would be a game in which they could gain some ground if they can win that game in regulation and still have those games still to go and put them in pretty good position there. Again, Icemen just have to finish in the top 4, and they're on the outside there, and but they're going to have to get some big wins in those games.
So the homestand will finish off the following weekend after the 3 games and 3 nights next weekend. The Icemen somehow have 4 days off without a game, and if that might be the best thing of all. Look, I'm not a coach. I'm not going to say what the right or wrong way is, but my first instinct tells me that the coaching staff just tells the players, get away, spend a night somewhere, 2 days off, nothing.
Right.
Like nothing. Get your head out of this sport entirely and, just do something else. Because, and then when you come back on Wednesday, get your mind ready to go and refocused.
Yeah, and they will. I have, obviously, usually Mondays are off day for the players, and then Tuesday, I don't know if they're going to be able to have Ice Timers, an event here in the building, so I don't think they'll be skating on Tuesday. They do have to get on the bus and go down to Estero, Florida, but again, they could try to, keep their mind off of it, get off the ice for a little bit, because they're going to see plenty of it next week with the 4 games in 5 days. I agree with you, Arlie, just for the guys to kind of just get the rest, and it's going to be key for this team, and that's why you haven't seen the team here in these 3-on-3s having a lot of morning skates, because they want to get the rest, and they don't want the guys moving around any more than they have to. So it is a tough schedule. Good news is majority of it's at home. But the 3-on-3s are really difficult. The 4-on-5s are amazingly difficult. And the Icemen just are going to have to deal with it here through the rest of this month. And I think getting that time away from the ice will be key for them, just to kind of just get away from it all for a little bit.
So after that little bit of time without a game next week, again, you're talking March 9 to 12 without a game. The 5-game homestand finishes off with games on Friday the 13th against Florida again, and then it doesn't get any easier. Saturday the 14th against the first place South Carolina Stingrays. Their record is only 42-11.
Oh, that's it?
That's it.
Yeah. So, yeah, no doubt. So those are 2 big games, and against some of the best teams in the division. So it doesn't get much easier without question. And that's why the Icemen, we talk about it. We're not trying to paint this big picture here that it's the end all here, but they do have some tough games with the premier games, with premier talent, but they do have a lot of games against teams that they're chasing. And despite all the chances that they have to play against, the Floridas and the South Carolinas, they still can make up the ground and still get in.
Yes, and these games, again, the majority of them, the large majority of them, right here at home. They play much better at home.
Yes.
Take care of business at home, and you can defeat these teams. The Icemen have shown that they are capable of beating these teams throughout throughout the course of the year. They've just got to do it when it matters most right now. We'll take a break and come back in just a couple of minutes and polish off this game, but it might be already decided. It is 6-1 Newfoundland, and the Icemen need a comeback for the ages in this third period to make this one a contest. Back in a moment on Icemen Hockey on Mixlr and ECHL.tv.
Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to JacksIcemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Sign up for ECHL TV and watch every ECHL game live online. Follow your favorite teams at home and on the road. With live streaming available on your PC, iPad, and iPhone, you'll never be too far away from the action. Never miss a big goal. Relive your favorite ECHL moments in the video archives. And catch every game from around the league live. If ECHL hockey is on, it's on ECHL.tv.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
We are back in downtown Jacksonville. Arlie Johnson with you on Mixlr, along with Alex Reed. Quickly before we start the third period, some scoreboard watching, and it's tight, but so far these results definitely favor the Icemen. The Orlando Solar Bears are trailing the Florida Everblades 1-0 after 2 periods of play. The Greenville Swamp Rabbits trailing the Indy Fuel 3-2 after 2 periods of play. So if those results hold, then at least Jacksonville will not lose ground on anybody today. And if you want a little bit of a silver lining, well, there you go.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, that would be great if they got some help. And again, the Icemen are going to have to help themselves, though. You know, just think if they come out on top in those games when these teams are losing those games, well, they'd be right there in it already.
We are underway. Newfoundland clears it into the zone. The Icemen almost had a breakaway right off the center ice face-off. Brendan Warren nearly had that chance. And a goaltender change also for the Icemen. And seeing the rubber already is Ben Halford. Halford played pretty well, I think, last night from what I gathered listening to you, Reader, in a 5-2 loss, but one of them was an empty netter. And again, the Everblades just capitalized with good scoring opportunities.
Yeah, and Halford, you're like, okay, well, he allowed 4 goals, but I mean, you had a 2-on-1 shorthanded rush. There was one where it was just wide open guy at the top of the crease, you know, feed from behind the net. Didn't get much help there on a couple of them. So I thought he did okay and made the big saves when he had to. And I think he's played well in his 2 appearances. He got a chance a game in Orlando, that game in which Carlson was thrown out of the game for accidentally shooting the puck into the spectator area 7 seconds in, which was a bizarre event. But he played well in that game, too. He's a very, very capable goaltender.
Jacksonville keeping the puck in the offensive zone with Bobby Lynch. Great move by Lynch around the man. Centering feed deflected away, and it is pulled loose by Newfoundland. Great stick handling there from Marcus Power, who has a 4-point day going right now with a goal and 3 assists. Jacksonville slams it up the wall, right wing side. It connects to the Bobby Lynch. Lynch will backhand it in behind the net of Zhukov, and the Icemen will get a line change. Adam Dowda out on the ice along with Craig Martin and Ian McKinnon. McKinnon's played well today also for Jacksonville. Long lead pass goes in behind the Jacksonville net. Icing is waved off. It was deflected along the way, but Jacksonville with an easy breakout. It is Dauda getting to the red line and flipping it into the left of Zhukov. Zhukov plays it off the wall. The Growlers chip it up the boards, and another huge hit by Ian McKinnon. Who did he flatten this time? Miles Gendron really feeling the effects of that one. And clean as well. These are not dirty hits from Ian McKinnon at all.
Now, he just plays a physical game, but he has mastered the checks here in this game, and he's definitely brought the physical presence here today. And I'll tell you what, I think he's been one of the better players on the ice tonight, Arlie.
I'd agree with that. I'd have that third line out there on a shift as often as possible, in fact, today, as the Icemen skate into the zone. Rabbit with a wrister, and a save is made by Zhukov. Wang slow to get up. I think he might have lost an edge on his blade. That was off the puck, and he's looking at his blade as he heads towards Cole Hillier, who I need to give a shout-out to, by the way, Cole, because for the second year in a row, he gets to face his hometown team in the Newfoundland Growlers. Cole is a Newfie, as they call him. And good to have him face his old team. And it's nice to get Cole out there and get a little bit of pub, even though he doesn't necessarily want it himself. The head equipment manager for the Icemen, and he's as good as they get.
Yeah, and he's such a young guy, too. He's one of the youngest guys in the business, but he's been doing this a long time. Was a stick boy with the St. John's Ice Caps as well, and then has worked his way as an assistant with the Icemen last year. And then with the departure of Nolan Voker, he now takes on the head role here. But he's got a lot of experience, and I know he's kind of excited to see a couple familiar faces on the Newfoundland training staff.
Comes from a good hockey family as well.
Yes, Dad Marks with the Winnipeg Jets as a scout.
Head scout, I believe.
Yeah, he is.
For the Jets. And we actually saw him down here a couple of times over the course of the last couple of years to see his son and also catch a little bit of his Winnipeg guys over the years, too. As we come back to hockey. And the Icemen with a forecheck. Stick comes up high. No penalty again as Martin gets a centering feed. And another great save by Zhukov off the stick of Bobby Lynch. As Craig Martin continues to be the setup man for Jacksonville. 9 assists for Martin in the last 6 games. Now back comes Newfoundland, and they will score. It is goal number 4 for Justin Brazeau, and it is 7-1 Newfoundland. They cannot stop the train that is Justin Brazeau today.
And there he is in front of the net, and then the puck just kind of bounced right to him, and he finished it off like it just made its way to his stick, and he just happened to finish it off there. And I don't think Halper was really expecting that because the puck went to him so perfectly. But 4 goals now for Brazeau, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a call-up in his future sometime soon.
Just a rookie. And a huge rookie at that. Again, the physical play is not necessarily his game. He's got great hands for a 6'6" guy. So what if he doesn't want to fight? He's got 10 penalty minutes on the entire season, by the way. 6'6", 225, and he has a grand total of 5 minor penalties.
Yeah, like I said, he reminds me a lot of Justin Auger, the big 6'6" forward there for the Everblades. Again, that's not his game, a physical side. Just because he's big, he goes to the net and he finishes his chances when he gets them. And that's exactly what we've seen out of Brazeau here today.
So the Icemen, who wanted to win this period, but they're not doing that either right now. And just a matter of the clock ticking away, but there's still 16 minutes to go. Hopefully the Icemen can get something on the board here as McKinnon gets a shot away. He's got a pretty good snapshot too, McKinnon does. It went over the crossbar, but pretty high velocity on that shot. As Jacksonville plays it off the wall to center ice. Trying to continue it along is Chase Lang. Lang into the zone, possible 3-on-1. Lang through the drop pass, goes behind Adam Dauda, and it comes free for Newfoundland. The Icemen can't even get their odd man rushes to work the way that they want them to today. McKinnon for Jacksonville, kicks it onto his stick, feeds Wasey Rabbit into the zone. He'll chip and chase after it himself. He's all by his lonesome for the time being. Plays it around the wall for Brendan Warren. Warren back for Rabbit. Rabbit to the blue line for Luke Shiplow. Shiplow cross ice for Shapiro. His wrister is blocked by Ferguson. Ferguson off the glass and out into the Jacksonville end. Could be icing, and it will be icing against the Growlers with 15:22 on the clock.
Well, right now the Icemen down 7-1 here in the third period. About 4.5 minutes gone by, but you know who's still going 110%? That's Brendan Warren. I mean, he just came out on the ice, went hard there. He never quits. He gives a great effort, and he gets rewarded oftentimes for that. And he's the Icemen's all-star selection there, and you can see why. And again, a great rookie campaign for him, and one of those waiver wire pickups for Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's the most remarkable part of all of it.
What a find there for Brendan Warren. I know he was victim of a numbers game in Indy. They just had too many affiliated players there, and he had to go. I don't think they wanted to get rid of him, but he's been a great pickup for the Icemen all season.
14 goals, 14 assists for Brendan Warren coming into this game today. 28 points in 42 games for the young rookie out of the University of Michigan. Comes from a great pedigree for sure with the Wolverines. As the Icemen get the puck, and there is Warren, but he rifles it wide to the far post. Comes to the blue line for Mingo. He'll hold it in for Brendan Warren. Warren behind the net for Wasey Rabbit. Turns to his forehand, tries to center it in front. Stolen there by the Growlers. Brady Ferguson, he's a two-way player as well. And Newfoundland with a possible 2-on-1. Gendron with a wrister, and he will score. Top shelf, far post, 8-1 Growlers with 14:33 to go. What more can you say?
There's not much to say, really. Gendron wide open there. The left side circle, had a good lane, took the pass, and just able to tuck that one over the glove of Halford into the corner high. And it's just Newfoundland's day. I mean, they are just all over in the Icemen. Just going to have to try to weather this storm. And, yeah, I'll try to hand you the clipboard here. And you're just like, forget it. Who cares who gets the assist right now? But, yeah, get it out of here. But, no, it's a tough game. And you know what, Arlie? You're going to have these games during the course of a 72-game season where you do see an 8-pack on the board. But it does happen during the course, and today's definitely one of those days. And one that you see this clock to kind of speed up. Can we just play with the rolling clock right now?
Yeah. That would be better. That would be better for today.
Tough one here for the boys, though. You know, they've been playing well. They've been playing hard. I think they just ran out of steam here, and this game has really gotten away from them.
Yeah, we made note of it, actually, early in the second period, because the Icemen, again, did not play poorly in the first period. They trailed 2-0, but they had just as many chances as Newfoundland did. But when the Growlers scored a goal early in the second period to make it 3-0, we actually made note, as the Icemen get a chance here with Mingo with a shot that is deflected wide, and it gets swept away into the boards by the Growlers, not cleared just yet. But we made note on that third goal from Newfoundland that really took the wind out of the sails. Mingo now with a centering feed, then unable to set up Bobby Lynch. And you could just kind of tell once it went to 3-0, this was not going to end well for Jacksonville. And now you continue to see Maxim Zhukov play better as this game moves along as well. And I'll tell you what, if the Growlers get Zhukov start playing well, you might really be looking at a contender for defending their Kelly Cup championship. We'll take a quick break and come back in a moment. We've got a stoppage in play, but it's all Growlers in this one. 8-1 is your score. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Sign up for ECHL TV and watch every ECHL game live online. Follow your favorite teams at home and on the road. With live streaming available on your PC, iPad, and iPhone, you'll never be too far away from the action. Never miss a big goal. Relive your favorite ECHL moments in the video archives. And catch every game from around the league live. If ECHL hockey is on, it's on ECHL.TV.
Back to play, third period action. Dowda plays it around the wall, back into the Newfoundland zone. Lang tries to knock it free, looking for McKinnon. McKinnon into the corner. Panico takes the body on a man. As the Growlers play it up to center ice. Alec Baer over the blue line, stops right at the line, plays it down low. Looking for Evan Newgold. Jacksonville is there defensively with Shapiro as the Icemen swing it around the wall, and it will roll into the Newfoundland zone. Trent Bork stops behind his net. Chase Lang skates by as Bork skates to the left. Drop pass for Johnston. Johnston for Bear. Bear cuts to the right side. Still shifting all the way to the opposite wall before forehanding in around the wall. Icemen with possession, and Jacob Cederholm. High toss into the air. Blocked there by Newfoundland, not cleared yet. Comes to the blue line for Cederholm. Cederholm playing it underneath for Rabbit. Back off the wall for Cederholm at the right point. Cross ice it is Hedden. Wrist shot and a screen. Save is made. Rebound is loose, but the Icemen can't get there. Growlers play it into the far side corner. Ferguson taps it free. And here come the Growlers again. Ferguson with Van Der Esch. Right side. Rister. Score. O'Brien gets this goal. It is 9-1 Newfoundland. And the wheels are just coming unhinged right now. Haven't seen one like this in a long, long time. They're all going to count the same. You lose 2-1, you lose 9-1, whatever. But this one happens to be 9-1 on Zach O'Brien's goal. His 20th of the year, too, by the way. So Newfoundland now with 4 players with 20 goals on the season. You're going to get a lot of victories if you got guys like that. And remember, it's only game number 56 on the season for Newfoundland. And you got 4 guys going with 20 goals, and they are all showing up today.
Very bizarre, Arlie, too, when you book in the week here. The Icemen score 9 goals on Wednesday to start the week and a 9-6 win. And then they're going to end the week allowing 9 goals. And at least at this point right now, kind of weird how the start of the week and the end of the week, you draw the comparisons there.
Yeah, it's bizarre as you would get. Franchise records for and against at this point, as the Icemen try to get a little pressure on the Newfoundland goal, but they cannot do it. Growlers right back with power. Mingo gets taken down on the play. They're just going to let him play today. I have no problem with that, to be truthful. Just the way that they're letting him go. Nothing dirty about any of these penalty, non-penalty situations at any rate, as the Icemen try to clear out of the zone. It is Lynch up the right wing side, getting it out to center. Powers will forehand it right back in for the Growlers. Jacksonville plays it off the end boards. It is Mingo up the right side, connects on the tape of Bobby Lynch. Lynch for Martin, left circle, fakes the shot. He'll curl at the line and wait for a trailer, finding it in Shiplow. Shiplow around one man, gets the forehand towards net, but it is blocked in front. Growlers will steal the puck, and Gendron will skate behind his own net, looking to move away from Adam Dowda. Gendron, drop pass. All the way to center ice is a penalty coming on Jacksonville off the play. Slashing is the call. Is it on Jacksonville? Yeah, I think it is.
And Skirving went down, so probably got brought down with the slash, which came 40 seconds after Mingo being tripped.
So who's heading into the box this time? Nobody is yet. Oh, it is on Newfoundland. It is going to be a Growler penalty. Heading into the box for them is Matt Bradley. So the first Darley's Plumbing power play of the game for Jacksonville. Took them until the midway point of the third period to get it. Not going to matter in this particular game, but you certainly want to do something positive here and hopefully get on the board with this man advantage.
Well, the Icemen's power play has been, putting the puck in the back of the net. Use this opportunity to kind of work on it further here, and again, just trying to do something, get something positive going.
Rabbit with a slap shot. Save is made by Zhukov. Rebound into the corner. Panico turns to his forehand. Drops it behind the net for Bork. Bork will flip it out to the red line. Jacksonville's power play is now 9th in the league overall at 18.2%. And Newfoundland's penalty kill, 23rd breakaway Jacksonville off the crossbar from Wasey Rabbit. Nothing going right today for Jacksonville at all. Chase Lang now curls into the corner. He'll feed it to the blue line for Mingo. Center point at Shiplow. Back for Rabbit. Seam pass is stolen and cleared. I suppose if you're going to have a bad break like that, you might as well have it in a game like this. I'd hate for that to be a situation where you're down by a goal and that happens.
Yeah, it just goes to show just nothing's working right, and they're not going to get any help here. That was a nice play, good stretch pass to connect in stride. Wasey Rabbit, who can certainly score. He had the goaltender beat that just hit off the pipe.
Lynch forehanding it in. Still 52 seconds left on this power play for Jacksonville. Bobby Lynch slides it to the blue line for Mingo. Cross ice it is headed. Winds and fires. Save is made by Zhukov. He'll hold on to it. Only 17 shots on goal. Make it 18 now for the Icemen in this game. And again, 11 of those were in the first period. So in the last 30 minutes of play, they have a grand total of 8 shots on goal. And only 2 in the second period. Draws to Zhukov's right. Jacksonville wins another draw. Mingo with a wrister. Blocked in front. Albert redirected it wide. Lynch knocks it free, only to give it up back to Johnston. And Johnston will clear it the length of the ice. Mingo with the puck behind his own net for Jacksonville. Up ahead for Albert through center ice. Feed to the right for Lynch. He's got a step, walks in and fires. That goes wide to the short side. Hedden keeps it in around the wall, but there is nobody home for Jacksonville. Only guy there is Todd Skirving, and Skirving will drive it the length of the ice. Maybe one final rush on the power play for Jacksonville. 9 seconds to go on the penalty to Bradley. It is Mingo over the line for McKinnon. Mingo gets it back, taking it off the boards to the blue line for Adam Dowda, left point. Wrister is blocked. Dowda holds it in. His teams are back at full strength. Dowda on his backhand. Plays it down low. That's intercepted by Newfoundland. And Powers will just toss it high into the air, safely out into the Jacksonville zone. Just a game you want to forget today from a Jacksonville perspective. And for Newfoundland, I wonder if this is the kind of game, and a penalty coming off against Jacksonville off the play. McKinnon's going to go to the box. And we'll see if anybody for Newfoundland goes after McKinnon. Cross-checking is the call. McKinnon goes straight into the penalty box. And to complete the thought on Newfoundland, I wonder if this is the kind of game that maybe springboards them into a good run in the end of March, or going into the month of March, and maybe gets their ship righted again. And the Icemen most likely will not face them again, so we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they were a team, as you mentioned, they only had 4 wins in their last 10 games, and the Sunshine State hadn't been very nice to them here this week. And, you had an angry team, and this is a team right now, though, I mean, they're scoring at will, and here in this contest, it can certainly get them going without question, but again, they're still going to get a lot of reinforcements later on in the month, and this team's just only going to get better, and it's a scary prospect for the North Division.
Slap shot from Newfoundland is blocked in front, comes free to Conrad. Cross ice look for Powers. He'll switch places with Johnston, and Johnston to the right circle. His wrister on net, save made by Halford, and the draw will be to his left. And remember, Newfoundland as the 3rd best power play in the league. They do not have their top power play unit on right now. They're showing a little mercy there on Jacksonville. They're sending out Matt Bradley along with Dylan Van Der Esch. And at the blue line, it's Colt Conrad. Growlers win this draw. Robert Powers walking the line. Feeds it to the right for Johnson. Wrister is blocker to side by Halford. Rebound comes free for Conrad. Conrad at the left circle. Centering feed. Comes up high into the slot. Johnston with a drive that is blocked in front. Comes loose for Newfoundland. Johnson with another one-timer. He rifles that one wide. But he's got a good shot there. Garrett Johnston does. Around the glass we go, all the way out to the Newfoundland zone. 1:09 to go on this power play for the Growlers. Jacksonville will send out Craig Martin and Adam Dowda as the penalty killers. Powers with a drop pass for Ferguson. Ferguson over the blue line onside. Finds a trailer in O'Brien. O'Brien to the high slot, feeds it to the right. Wrister is blocked in front. It actually went off his own man, Brazo, who already has 4 goals today for Newfoundland. And he's waiting for another centering feed, but it's knocked free, but not out yet. Bouncing puck. Now it comes loose to Jacksonville, and they will sweep it out off the stick of Chase Harrison. 33 seconds to go on this power play for the Growlers. 6:44 to go in the contest. Ferguson for O'Brien. Over the line, a steal and clear. Bobby Lynch got it back into the Growler end. Newfoundland with a lead pass for Ferguson, then for Power. Cross ice look, deflects over the blue line. Offside is called against Newfoundland. Clock will stop with 6:26 to go in the game and 10 seconds left on Ian McKinnon's penalty. quick update on some scores. Really, there is no update except some time of having elapsed, but that's actually good news for Jacksonville. Still a 1-0 game. Florida leads the Orlando Solar Bears with 12 minutes to go in the third period of that one. And it also is still Indy 3, Greenville 2, also with 12 minutes left in that game. So our game is going to finish before those results will be done. The Icemen can just hope that those results hold. And if they do, then at least Jacksonville will not lose any ground on anybody in their quest to try and get to the Kelly Cup playoffs, which I guess is good news. And considering that the other teams played today, they still have some games in hand on these clubs, especially Greenville.
Yeah, a little chuckle there just because McKinnon going hard again after somebody just comes out of the box for hitting somebody. And he goes right back and finishes off another check. He's been certainly throwing his weight around. He must have about 9 or 10 checks here in this game, Arlie.
Got to. Most of them the clean variety. It does have a couple minor penalties to go with it, of course, too. But most of them have been clean hits. Just aggressive play there from Ian McKinnon as he's getting a regular shift. The Icemen didn't get to mention it at all today, but it also happened yesterday. The Icemen actually being forced to go with 9 forwards and 7 defensemen as opposed to the traditional 10 forward and 6 defenseman alignment. Here's Hedden with a pass, looking for Martin, but it was blocked by Newfoundland. Growlers are playing well defensively, too. I've got to give them a lot of credit on that side of the ice also.
Yeah, they can play, obviously, with the lead here. They can drop back, play a little bit more of a defensive structure here, and just trying to keep the Icemen at bay, keep them to the outside, and they've done that all game long here. I mean, they had the lead so early, they've been able to play that way, but they've also been able to connect on some chances the other direction when they've gotten them.
Newfoundland at center ice. It is power for Conrad. Conrad trying to step around Harrison, but Harrison wouldn't let him get by. Albert digs the puck free for Harrison. Up the wall, not out. Powers at the left point. Cross ice look for Fraze. Fraze underneath for O'Brien. O'Brien skates to the left circle. Drops it for Powers, who pinched in from the blue line. Harrison knocks him off the puck, and the Icemen are able to clear it away. It is heading to the left side for Lang, unable to get a skate on it, and it will be icing against Jacksonville with 4:08 to go in this contest, mercifully on its way towards an end. Next up for Jacksonville, Wednesday night, it is Jacksonville at Florida. Can't wait to see what Icemen team shows up for that game against the Everblades. Hopefully the extremely angry, focused, and ready to win team for the Icemen. They have won in Florida this year. It was early in the year, and they've had a couple of good showings, but they need results at this point.
Yeah, and it'll take a 60-minute game. Again, the Everblades very opportunistic. If you take a few minutes off, that's would be the few minutes that they end up winning the game, because they can score in bunches. And I'll tell you, they had a lot of players step up last night. Bob Romplo made the joke this morning that it was they were hunted last night by Hunter Brinker and Hunter Garland. So yeah, both guys with 4 points last night. The Hunters were out, but they'll get a chance to get back after them on Wednesday here. But another road trip to Estero.
One last chance here for Newfoundland. Save made by Halford. Newgold tries to keep it in the zone. It's deflected by Rabbit for Warren. Up the right wing for Bobby Lynch. Just to put a bow on Florida, gives us an opportunity to give an update on their score. Florida has just increased their lead to 2-0. That is great news for Jacksonville. 9 minutes to go in that game. Florida 2, Orlando 0. So Jacksonville in the standings hopefully will stay 8 points behind Orlando in the standings. Orlando currently alone in third place. Greenville and Atlanta tied for fourth place, just 1 point behind the Solar Bears in fourth. Jacksonville cannot gain the blue line. Just 2:37 to go in the contest. It is Newgold for the Growlers, dropping it back for Johnston. Johnston up ahead, and the Growlers are just playing keep away at this point, and that's fine by everybody, I think, just to let the clock continue to tick away. Johnston from center ice, he'll snap it around the wall. Halford stays in his crease as the Icemen look to clear. They cannot get it out. McKinnon unable to clear it out. Mingo tries to steal it free. Centering feed for Newfoundland. Slap shot is deflected high into the air. Comes down to McKinnon, and McKinnon will toss it high into the air, trying to set up Martin. Martin to the blue line. It's going to be an offside against Jacksonville with 1:59 to go in the third period. 9-1 Newfoundland. Shots on goal, 31 for the Growlers, 20 for Jacksonville. And once Newfoundland took the 3-0 lead at the 3:10 mark of this second period, you just kind of had a feeling that it was going to go downhill from there, and it most definitely did. As the Icemen now just trying to get on the board again and give them something to be happy about going into the locker room, but I don't think there's going to be anything that's going to put a smile on their face today.
No. Maybe a pub sub after the game, but
maybe a pub sub. That's a great idea.
That's that's really all I can think about. It's just again one of those that's going to happen, and this game coming to a close down to the final 90 seconds here, and I know there's a lot of fans out there very disappointed and frustrated right now, but this team's been playing well lately, and let's not forget about that. And they're taking on a first place team here today, and you're taking on the defending champions on the fourth game in a 5-day stretch after a 6-hour road trip from last night's game here. I mean, again, they didn't come out and play great either, but this was the end is not here right now. The Icemen got plenty of hockey left to play, and certainly in striking distance here to try to get in the top 4 spot in the South.
And let's keep in mind, this is 1 loss. This doesn't count as 3 losses.
Right.
It doesn't count as 4 losses. It's a game. Every team has these. Florida lost at home, I think 8-2 at one point earlier this year also. Happens to the best of them. It happened to Jacksonville today. The only thing you can look forward to is that this adds some fuel to their final month stretch run. And they have to hope it turns into something like that, as we have an offside call with 28 seconds to go against Jacksonville. And if you look at it that way, then well, it's just 1 game, and you just move on to the next one. You lose 2-1, it's a loss. You lose 9-1, it's a loss. Either way, you just move on to the next one, and the Icemen will try and do that against the Florida Everblades on Wednesday in the start of a home-and-home series against Florida, where Jacksonville has to get some results in that 2-game set with the Everblades. Here's a steal from the Icemen in the neutral zone, but they can't skate it into the Newfoundland zone. Growlers have it in their own end. Long pass up ahead, deflects into the Jacksonville zone. 10 seconds to go in the game. That will pretty much do it for this one. Weidman behind his own net with 5 seconds to go. This one is over, and the Newfoundland Growlers have defeated the Jacksonville Icemen today. Your final score is 9-1. Reader, not much to say about this one except thanks to Gemstone Media and yourself.
Yeah, I mean, really, that's it. I mean, we've harped on it really for this entire period. There's not much, there's no really recap necessary. We've recapped this game here for the period. The mission was simple here for the Growlers. They wanted to come home with 2 points in their pocket. They got a long trip back up there, and they made up for lost time after a couple of tough outings on Friday and Saturday. They're going to close their trip with a 9-1 win.
And the Icemen back to the drawing board. I imagine they might have a pretty hard skate on Tuesday before heading down to Estero, Florida. And then 1 quick road game there before another 5-game homestand for the Icemen, starting on Friday, also against the Florida Everblades. Again, the homestand upcoming for Jacksonville. 3 games and 3 nights this upcoming weekend. Friday hosting Florida, Saturday hosting the Atlanta Gladiators in a pivotal contest. Sunday afternoon, it will be Jacksonville hosting the Greenville Swamp Rabbits for a 3 o'clock game. And the Icemen then the following week will be hosting Florida and South Carolina. And that homestand maybe will be the 5 games that make or break Jacksonville's postseason chances.
Yeah, it very well could be. I mean, they're going to have to get some points. They're going to have to come away with some wins. It's going to be a big stretch next week to see if the Icemen are going to get this done. That'll be a great step in doing so. And again, we talked about it. If we want to throw some positives out there today, it looks as if everything plays out well today with the other games, the Icemen didn't really lose any ground here today, and so nothing really hurt other than the fact they lost the chance to try to gain some ground today.
So back to the drawing board for Jacksonville.
Yeah.
We'll be with you again Wednesday evening, or at least you will, Alex, as the Icemen are at Florida. I'll be back with you on Friday night when the Icemen host the Florida Everblades. Thanks, Gemstone Media. You guys did a great job. Bang up work from you. Reader, you were on point today as well. I'll give myself about a B- for the effort today. After all,
you did great too, Riley.
After all, it's called a 9-1 game. There's only so much you can do. For everybody else involved, we appreciate it. We appreciate you, the listeners and viewers as well. We'll catch you again next time. Did not go well for the Icemen today. Your final score, the Newfoundland Growlers 9, the Jacksonville Icemen 1. Have a wonderful evening and a great week ahead.